how to organize a construction schedule with filters and views. I'm super excited about this video because this is where it really gets simple. This is where the rubber hits the road, and you as a user, and especially the superintendents out there, can really start to jam with this because you've built a really nice production plan. So here's what we're going to cover. We are going to cover how to adjust your logic. And let me make a point that any logic you have in here, when we export to CPM, and we have a number of formats, all of that logic is retained and it's compliant according to the DCMA 14-point check. That means when we export these into a CPM software and we go do the health analysis, we get up to a 98% schedule health score, which is phenomenal. And if you get rid of a couple little things, which I wouldn't recommend, it's a problem inherent with CPM, you can get to 100, but I wouldn't recommend it. 98% score is really jamming. So all of this logic transfers. So we can adjust the ties. The other thing is people will say, well, can I adjust this duration? Absolutely, and we'll show you that. The other thing is filtering your schedule. Let's say that you're a trade or you want to see some specific quantity, whatever you want, you can filter it. So this is absolutely amazing. We're going to do that right now. Danny's on the other side. We're doing this live with you, and we're going to cover first and foremost the logic. So he's going to click on one activity, and I want to make a point before we begin. So when you click on this, CPM, which I do want to make a point, is a non-flow-based scheduling system, which I do not recommend. I'll pause with that. But CPM standards will recommend an average of about 3 logic ties. If you want to do production planning right, you have to have a minimum of 4 or 5, because you want, and you do have minimums of a successor and a predecessor, right? But what you want to see is that you have the successor tie, the predecessor tie, but you also have to have these trade flow ties. If you don't have these trade flow ties, then you don't have trade flow, and it's not a TAK plan. You can't start stacking and burdening trades and still have a TAK plan. So we default to 4 minimum. And when we export to CPM, these 4 ties will come out. And so what I want to point out is that that is key. You're looking for an average of 4 to 5. Now this is all very easy and automatic. We wanted to replicate the easiest software applications. So Danny will take his cursor and left click and click on this node right here, and you'll see it goes into a mode for linking. And it says drag to your successor. And if you want to add multiple, you hold shift. So he's going to pull this out here to another activity, and watch what happens. For each single day, a little node comes up. So if you're like, I don't want to tie to the front or the end, I want to tie somewhere in between, you can do that. Now, I know what the CPMers are thinking. Everything has to be a finish to start. Most of those rules in CPM don't matter at all, and we have to get rid of them because it is all anti-production, it is all anti-flow. You very much want to be able to tie to a portion of, or in an intermediate point within the actual task itself. So Danny can just let go, and it's logic tied. Now if you click on that, and you go to task properties, if Danny goes ahead and clicks on this activity and goes over here to plan and then scrolls down, you can see that those logic ties are active right here. So it's genius, and that's going to go ahead and export to your CPM. The other thing is, when you go ahead and click on one of these activities, Danny's going to show you how to do the multi-select. So if you go ahead and left click on this, that node, and it says over here, you just use the shift to stop, he'll start to go ahead and link to multiple things, and it's going to be just as easy as that, and you can just keep going and connect to multiple. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. It's detailed and set up in this application to be as easy as possible for you. So that's the function that I want to show you there. The second thing that I want to talk about is adding days to an activity. So we'll go ahead and I don't know if you want to undo that, Danny, or just keep going. Yep, we just undid. See how easy the software is? You can just click on any activity and drag the end out. See how it switches the cursor tooltip? Drag the end out, and guess what? People ask all the time, is this automatic? This is absolutely automatic, and once he lets go, it will go ahead and update the application so that we have trade flow. It's absolutely phenomenal. So there's lots of editing capabilities in here. You can do most of what you want to do just with those functions. But let's say that you want to see something now. Let's go into filters. So Danny will go up here to the right under filters, and he's going to create a new filter. Now this is very dynamic. Eventually we'll have some quick buttons for the most common filters that you want to use. But for right now, Danny is going to filter out by contractor right now, and he's going to show you exactly how to do it. So we'll go down to company. Let's say we want to see, go ahead Danny, pick them. We're going to want to see painting, we're going to want to see drywall, we're going to see plumbing, and let's do one more, mechanical. Now if we hit that apply button, oh my gosh, what have we got here? It's filtered out perfectly, and now those histograms will be specific to just this information. So you remember when we went into workforce, these will be specific to that filter. So the filters are very, very powerful and easy as well, so that you can see anything that you want. And just remember, this didn't take 20, 30, 40 minutes. It was just a couple of clicks and you get to see exactly what you want to see. So this is the power of you being able to make adjustments, and this endpoint make adjustments to things that are filtered so you can more easily see them and adjust them from there. So I hope you've enjoyed this and that this gives you more power in using this tool. You can be up and running in no time. I'll see you on the next video. On we go.